A business that makes nothing but money is a poor business. To do more for the world than the world does for you, that is success. If everyone is moving forward together, then success takes care of itself. A business absolutely devoted to service will have only one worry about profits. They will be embarrassingly large. There is no disgrace in honest failure. There is disgrace in fearing to fail. Even a mistake may turn out to be the one thing necessary to a worthwhile achievement. There is joy in work. There is no happiness except in the realization that we have accomplished something. Everything comes to him who hustles while he waits. The way to learn to do things is to do things. The way to learn a trade is to work at it. Success teaches how to succeed. Begin with the determination to succeed, and the work is half done already. Genius is seldom recognized for what it is, a great capacity for hard work. Money doesn't make us anyway. It just unmasks us. Givers have to set limits because takers rarely do. You don't have to hold a position in order to be a leader. An idealist is a person who helps other people to be prosperous. I cannot discover that anyone knows enough to say definitely what is and what is not possible. We try to pay a man what he is worth, and we are not inclined to keep a man who is not worth more than the minimum wage. When everything seemed to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. Thinking is the hardest work there is, which is probably the reason so few engage in it. Any customer can have a car painted in any color that he wants, so long as it is black. Coming together is the beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. Quality means doing it right when no one is looking. Nothing is particularly hard if you divide it into small jobs. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. Chop your own wood, and it'll warm you twice. It is well enough that people of the nation do not understand our banking and monetary system, for if they did, I believe there would be a revolution before tomorrow morning. If money is your hope for independence, you will never have it. The only real security that a man can have in this world is a reserve of knowledge, experience, and ability. One of the greatest discoveries a person makes, one of their great surprises, is to find they can do what they're afraid they couldn't do. Most people spend more time and energy going around problems than in trying to solve them. Any man who thinks he can be happy and prosperous by letting the government take care of him better take a closer look at the American Indian. The whole secret of a successful life is to find out what is one's destiny to do, and then do it. You say, I started out with practically nothing, but that isn't correct. We all start with all there is. It's how we use it to make things possible. There is no man living who isn't capable of doing more than he thinks he can do. When Henry Ford decided to produce his famous V8 motor, he chose to build an engine with the entire 8 cylinders cast in one block, and instructed his engineers to produce a design for the engine. The design was placed on paper, but the engineers agreed to a man that it was simply impossible to cast an 8-cylinder engine block in one piece. Ford replied, "Produce it anyway." You can't learn in school what the world is going to do next. If there is any one secret of success, it lies in the ability to get the other person's point of view and see things from that person's angle as well as from your own. I see no advantage in these new clocks. They run no faster than the ones made 100 years ago. There are 3 things that grow more precious with age: old wood to burn, old books to read, and old friends to enjoy. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Failure is the only opportunity more intelligently to begin again. You can't build a reputation on what you are going to do. If I asked people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. My best friend is the one who brings out the best in me. Don't find fault, find a remedy. Anybody can complain. The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. Obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eyes off your goals. As long as we look to legislation to cure poverty or to abolish special privilege, we are going to see poverty and special privilege grow. There is one rule for the industrialist, and that is, make the best quality of goods possible at the lowest cost possible, paying the highest wages possible. Where people work longest and with the least leisure, they buy the fewest goods. No towns were so poor as those of England, where the people, from children up, worked 15 and 16 hours a day. They were poor because these overworked people soon wore out. They became less and less valuable as workers. Therefore, they earned less and less and could buy less and less. Before everything else, getting ready is the secret of success. I am looking for a lot of men who have an infinite capacity to not know what can't be done. New York is a different country. Maybe it ought to have a separate government. Everybody thinks differently. They just don't know what the hell the rest of the United States is. To see a thing clearly in the mind makes it begin to take form. Money is like an arm or leg. Use it or lose it. It is not the employer who pays the wages. Employers only handle the money. It is the customer who pays the wages. Money doesn't change men. It merely unmasks them. If a man is naturally selfish or arrogant or greedy, the money brings that out. That's all. Sometimes you just don't like somebody. Experience is the thing of supreme value.